Welcome to Snake Island, Brazil, the most terrifying place in the world. When we think of Brazil, we often think of football, coffee, and the Amazon rainforest, with countless survival battles within one of the largest ecosystems in the world. However, the frightening nature of Brazil is not limited to the Amazon. About 32 kilometers off the coast of São Paulo, there is an island far more terrifying than the Amazon. In today's video, let's explore the most venomous island in the world, Snake Island, Brazil. This island is home to nearly 400,000 snakes. Yes, that's around 400,000 of the world's most venomous snakes. Snake Island in Brazil is both a source of fear and a spark of curiosity for adventurous tourists. This island has a rather long and difficult to pronounce name, Ilha da Queimada Grande. From now on, let's refer to it simply as Snake Island. The island is 45 hectares wide. It stands isolated in the South Atlantic Ocean. From a distance, it appears very peaceful. With this serene appearance, the place should have been one of Brazil's top tourist attractions if it weren't home to 400,000 highly venomous snakes. Previously, the island was named Burnt Island because fishermen tried to take over the coastline by burning the forest and driving wildlife deeper into the woods. However, due to the presence of countless venomous snake species, the island became better known by another name, Snake Island. Additionally, the island is also called by another equally haunting name, the Island of Death. According to researchers, it is estimated that every square meter of Snake Island could host up to 5 snakes. However, a biologist who has visited Snake Island multiple times believes that this density is exaggerated. 1 snake per square meter might be more reasonable, but even that is extremely terrifying. With 1 venomous snake per square meter, you're never more than 3 steps away from death. This island is famous for being the only home of the golden lancehead viper, a species renowned as one of the most venomous in the world. While the golden lancehead viper is considered endangered in other parts of the world, this island is seen as a paradise for them. Here, they can thrive and reproduce freely, as it seems no one dares to disturb them. Beautiful things are often dangerous. When fully grown, this snake can reach over half a meter in length, and its venom is 5 times more potent than that of snakes found in other parts of the mainland. Because they feed exclusively on birds rather than mammals, their venom is both hemotoxic and neurotoxic. A bite from this snake causes swelling, intense pain, and the rapid destruction of muscle tissue and skin. Vomiting, intestinal bleeding, and kidney failure are among the symptoms that accompany the bite. In summary, it can kill most of its prey. However, the venom of this snake has an unexpectedly beneficial use. In addition to its high value in developing anti-venom formulas, it can also be used to create blood-thinning medications. Today, the degradation of its natural habitat, illegal wildlife trade, and diseases have significantly reduced the population of this venomous snake in many parts of the world, except for Snake Island in Brazil. Besides the golden lancehead viper, Snake Island is also home to many other snake species, all of which are classified as highly venomous. One explanation for this terrifying abundance is the theory that, around 11,000 years ago, snakes were trapped on this island when rising sea levels submerged the land bridge connecting it to the mainland. The isolation of this island and the presence of these snakes have turned it into one of the most fascinating yet fearsome places on Earth. The most terrifying place in Brazil is like something straight out of a horror movie you might have seen and is considered one of the scariest graveyards in the world. The people of Brazil often tell tourists 2 stories about those who died because of snakes on the island. The first story features a fisherman who, during one of his trips at sea, stopped by the island to pick some fruit to eat. A snake bit him, and he hurried back to his boat. His family, worried after not hearing from him for a few days, eventually found him dead on the boat, floating in a pool of blood. The second story involves the lighthouse keeper and his family. This island has a single lighthouse and is mostly uninhabited. In the early 20th century, during one night, snakes attacked the lighthouse keeper and his family, keeping the lighthouse and his family. Since then, no one has dared to set foot on this island again. According to Business Insider, there is a legendary story widely told across Brazil about the origin of these snakes. Specifically, Many local fishermen believe that the presence of so many venomous snakes on this dangerous island is due to pirates. To protect the treasures they buried on the island, pirates in the past released many venomous snakes here. However, this remains a significant mystery because when the treasure owners return, they would also have to face the same nightmare of venomous snakes, a nightmare of their own creation. Although the snakes dominate the island, one of the major challenges for them is the lack of prey on the ground. Local bird species are well aware of the predator's danger on the island, so they often avoid this place or remain highly vigilant. Only migratory flocks stopping by the island to rest after a long flight are more likely to fall victim to the snakes. To find food, the snakes often climb trees or stay on high rocks. They attack their prey. Researchers believe that due to the difficulty in finding prey, the venom of these snakes has evolved to be extremely potent, capable of killing any prey instantly, immediately. And it is precisely the venom of these snakes that has made it so that hardly any other creatures can be found on the island, except for those that stray and wander in by mistake. Over time, the golden lancehead snakes on the island have grown even stronger, and their venom has become increasingly deadly. Yet humans still find ways to set foot on Snake Island because the more mysterious something is, the more people want to explore it. So, who is allowed to go to the island? Due to the extreme danger and the presence of thousands of deadly snakes, the Brazilian government has banned civilians and tourists from stepping onto the island. Currently, only the country's naval forces and researchers specializing in golden lancehead snakes are allowed access to study this unique ecosystem and its untouched wilderness. For example, phrases like "kofut tum sa" or "kosa tum fut" are often used to describe hypocrisy or hidden intentions. Interestingly, the snake appears in the symbols of both medicine and pharmacy. The symbol of medicine is a snake coiled around a staff, while the symbol of pharmacy features a snake releasing venom into a cup. Both symbols have existed for a long time and have sparked debates over the years. So why did ancient people choose the snake as a symbol of medicine instead of another animal? According to a legend from ancient Greece, the son of the god Apollo, named Asclepius, is considered the father of medicine. There is a story about him that involves a snake. One day, while walking to visit a friend, he encountered a snake. Asclepius extended his staff and the snake quickly coiled around it. However, the god killed the snake immediately afterward. Soon after, he saw another snake approach, carrying an herb in its mouth to revive the dead snake. Witnessing this event, Asclepius searched for the herb to use in healing humans. To honor this deity, people sculpted a statue of him holding a staff with a snake coiled around it to commemorate. His wife raised sacred snakes at home to heal the sick, and later, she became the goddess symbolizing the protection of human health. The symbol of pharmacy, on the other hand, is a snake releasing venom into a cup, representing a divine medicine that saved the god's family. Regardless of whether the origins of the medical or pharmaceutical symbols are tied to a specific story, the image of the snake is still seen as closely associated with human health. This animal symbolizes dexterity, strength, and rebirth, as snakes shed their skin, each shedding symbolizing a new life. And that concludes the story of the terrifying Snake Island in Brazil, along with an explanation of why snakes are connected to the symbols of medicine and pharmacy. Thank you for following along with this story. If you found it interesting, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share. And remember, stories about culture and geography. As for stories about history and people, the YouTube channel World's Finest Places would like to say goodbye.